Welcome back. Welcome everybody to another episode of All Things Connected. I gotta say thank you again for joining me. I appreciate your time and I hope that I impart some type of wisdom, bring some type of value to you in your life through this episode. I recently talked to a close friend of mine and we just chopped it up. Both talked about where we've been and where we're going, where we hope to go, and our current journey. During the discussion, he said two things that stuck with me. The first is, I don't want to live in my past so much that I don't take possession of my present. This hit me like a ton of bricks because so many of us can live in our past, or we never mature beyond a certain point in our past, and it's all that we have to rely on. The second thing he said was, I'm becoming, and it's great. These two statements made me so proud. I was so happy to hear this mindset of becoming. And so I began to think and really meditate on this process of becoming. And in doing so, I came up with 3 principles. Number 1, your word is the foundation of trust. Be impeccable with your word. Number 2, the power to change your situation starts with personal transformation. The only way you can take a bad situation and turn it into a good situation without changing the situation is personal growth. Number 3, the final destination isn't the destination at all. We should strive for fulfillment and becoming. To peel these layers back, let's start in reverse. Let's start from number 3 to number 1. Too many of us are worried about the final destination, the perfect body, becoming a multimillionaire, being in the perfect relationship, getting out of debt right now. We're so fixated, focused, consumed by the end goal that it can become too daunting, an impediment to progress, a paralysis instead of a catalyst. The reality is, once you obtain your goal, this ultimate feeling of achievement, of fulfillment, lasts for about a couple months if the journey of becoming isn't realized. If you haven't taken the time to appreciate the steps, the heartache, the pain, the enjoyment that it took in becoming. The journey of becoming lasts longer. It creates more memories. It's often used as a source to reaffirm who we are, and we can lean on it time and time again to help give us reassurance. The end goal is simply the cherry on top. The substance is in becoming. So how do we ensure our goals don't confine us to a state of inactivity and resentment? It's simple. Just start. The simplicity and magnitude of just starting, followed by small wins, is so overlooked. I know this isn't groundbreaking news or new information, but this is where successful, meaningful, impactful transformation begins. It isn't captivating to the naked eye. It won't get the parade. It's so small that it isn't appealing to most people. And unfortunately, it can be mistaken, even correlated with insignificance. But it is the small choices, the small decisions that add up, sending your life on a trajectory that leads to who you are becoming. Man, it took me 5 takes to say that trajectory, y'all. I don't know what it is about that word, but that trajectory, it get me. Try saying that 5 times in a row. When you begin the process of becoming, you'll discover a truth, a profound, almost sacred truth. And that truth is this: your situation doesn't change. You do. You ever wonder how people with incredibly fit bodies got that way? Steroids. Nah, I'm just playing. They simply started. And along the way, a 45-pound weight that was heavy became lighter. The weight of the object never changed. The person did. See, in the beginning, there's a small, imperceptible change. And little by little, it compounds into substantial improvements over time. You begin to exercise strength, peace, patience, fortitude, confidence. You develop you. And because of this growth, a weight that was previously heavy is now easily moved. You can walk into rooms and environments that were previously challenging, even unbearable, with peace and ease. How can a bad situation become a good situation without the situation changing? The answer is you. You have the ability to shape, mold, even influence environments. But first, you have to be accountable to you. This leads me to the start of the journey to becoming. Number one, you must be impeccable with your word. Words create intent. They build hope. And when reinforced by validating behavior, they create trust. But the opposite also holds true. When these same words create intent and aren't followed by actions, they create distrust, they fracture relationships, and they destroy hope. Your words are intertwined with belief and trust. They become interconnected threads that create meaningful, impactful relationships. See, when I say impactful relationships, most of us, including myself initially, immediately thought about external relationships. And without even realizing it, we exclude ourselves from this statement. I've come to realize that I live with myself every day. So it's very important that I create a positive, impactful relationship with me. But this isn't just for me, it's for you too. So I'll pose these questions to you. How is your relationship with you? Are you trustworthy? Can you trust you? See, every time you tell yourself, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, you declare something. And in declaring that, you create intent. You create a little piece of hope. If you consistently come through for you, you'll naturally develop a confidence in your abilities, in your decisions, in your achievements, en route to fulfillment. The opposite is true as well. When we don't, we make it easy to discard our greatest dreams or our smallest aspirations. We literally teach ourselves that we don't mean what we say and sabotage ourselves. But there's good news. We always have today. And since we have today, we have the ability to reinvent ourselves, to build trust with ourselves. If you consistently come through for you, you'll naturally develop a confidence in your abilities, in your decisions, in your achievements. Whatever your motivation is, use it. Use it to begin the process, to start the journey of becoming. Become impeccable with your word. When you're impeccable with your word and follow through, you build self-trust, self-confidence, self-love, y'all. You stop letting yourself down and start building yourself up. You give yourself reason to believe again, to believe in you. You give yourself hope because you know what you say, you do. And when you do this, you too will say, I'm becoming, and it's great. That's this episode, y'all. I always like rocking with y'all. I hope again that you all are getting some value, some entertainment, some enjoyment, some fulfillment, some type of plan, some type of blueprint for a better life, a better you, a better environment, better habits. That's all this channel is about. It's about connecting. It's about connecting us with the things that make us better. Not necessarily becoming a millionaire, having all the fancy toys, but it could be just recognizing that we have so much around us, that we have so much within us. I hope that this is a seed that's planted, or that it's the hydration that waters the seed. Either way, I hope it's your growth. I'm just Daniel, one half of All Things Connected. Till next time, peace. Trajectory.